Wicked, 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 wicked. Wicked tones, you know what I'm saying? What's
Metro Boomin want some more, nigga.
Wicked, 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 wicked. Hold up, way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh. Wicked, 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 wicked. Hold up, way oh, way oh, way oh. Stand up in the motor, bust the dashboard. Stand up in the motor, bust the dashboard. Hold up, wicked, 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 wicked. Oh, way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh. Counters burning, money burning, graveyard, these niggas. Found them parking big dog.
Wicked. What's up, y'all? This is Melvin Brown. Welcome back to the Voodoo Show. Now, I want to talk about a topic. We're going to call this topic SSTD. What does that stand for? Spiritual Sexually Transmitted Disease. Meaning, you're not going to catch HIV in this situation. You're not going to catch herpes in this situation. You're not going to catch syphilis in this situation. You're just going to be spiritually tormented if you have sex with these type of people. Let's continue. So I was watching this TV show last night called The American Gods. Shout out to that show, because if you spiritually in depth, you would understand what they talking about. So it was an episode about a succubus. A succubus is somebody that have sex with you and drain the energy out you. It's basically like a vampire, but they have to have sex with you. Now, let's continue. Ladies, have you ever had sex with somebody and next thing you know, you all obsessed with them somehow? You don't know how the hell you getting obsessed with them, but when they have sex with you, they make you feel better. And when they're not around, it feel like a tormented. It feel like you being tormented because you missing this person, and you don't even have to like this motherfucker. This motherfucker could put magic on you, some sex magic or some stuff. So no matter wherever you go, something might happen. Let's just say you don't want to fuck with this person no more. Next thing you know, your period come on while you're about to have sex with somebody else. Like your period is coming on like in 2 weeks. Somehow your period just comes on. That's a sign of a spiritual sexually transmitted disease. Also, fellas, have you ever had sex with a female and next thing you know, you want to see your new options and everything, so soon you about to have sex with that person, have sex with that new person, your penis can't get hard, you get erected, your mood change, you be more hostile to the new person that you're seeing. That is a sign of a spiritual sexually transmitted disease. Meaning, no matter where you try to go, I'm going to say it again, no matter wherever you trying to do, whoever you trying to fuck, there's always going to be obstacles happening to you. The only time it's going to stop when you go back to that person. Okay, let's continue. This is going to be a story time. I got this 22-year-old friend from Miami. He subscribed to this channel. He's 22 years old. Okay, him and his ex-girlfriend broke up for some reason. Next thing you know, he starts seeing this older woman. Remind you, he's 22. The woman that he's seeing got to be close to 50. So this 50-year-old woman, she got her shit together. She got a nice house with a pool in there, a nice car. And also she got a great job. She do business. So next thing you know, he doing his thing, fucking the 50-year-old woman, pleasing the shit out of her and everything. So next thing you know, he decided to fall back from her and try to work things out with his ex-girlfriend. Remind you, this guy is 22 years old. He's 6'3", weigh about 220 pounds, I believe. Not 250, 220 pounds. So he fell back from that older woman. What started happening to him? His penis is originally 8 inches. Somehow, his penis began to decrease. It went from 8, 7, 7.5, and then it went to 6. Next thing you know, it got to 5 inches. He didn't know what the hell was going on. So he took his ass to the hospital. So they ran some tests on him. Next thing you know, the doctors come back like, oh, you under a lot of stress. Just take some depressant medicine. It should be better and everything. When you're depressed, your body react to certain situations. So he said, okay. So next thing you know, the ex-girlfriend decided she wanted him to get his shit together. So they cut it off for a little bit. So next thing you know, he called back the 50-year-old woman. Next thing you know, he living with this 52-year-old woman, Everything all lovey-dovey and everything. Next thing you know, his penis start growing back to normal. So it went from 5, 6, 7, and 7.5. So one day, the older woman decided to go to work. So something in his mind said, yo, clean up the house. He wasn't even thinking about nothing. So all his favorite room, and she got like a movie theater in her house. So he go in her movie theater. Next thing you know, he sees some cement paint on the wall and everything. He realized that hole wasn't there. So what he do? He digs in there. What did he find? A honey jar with some herbs in there. He reacted in a bad situation. So he confronted that old woman. That old woman was acting stupid. He said, why is my fucking picture is inside this jar? What is these herbs? Are you trying to put roots on me or something? She said, no. I was just doing some arts and crafts shit. He said, okay, you doing arts and crafts shit. Why the fuck is that jar is inside the wall? So what did he do? He took all his personal belongings, everything, from toothbrush, shavers, everything, went back to his mom's house, went to a spiritual worker. The spiritual worker told him what was going on, and that's why the way he was acting and the way his body was reacting, because she wanted him back. So next thing you know, soon as all that shit got taken care of, his ex-girlfriend come back to him. Remind you, he didn't even know why they broke up. So his ex-girlfriend come back to him. His life is normal now. But if it wasn't for this voodoo show, he would have been all fucked up. His dick probably would have been inside his stomach if it wasn't for this show. See, this show is it's not for witches and people that watch this. I mean, the witches and people that practice magic. This show is for everybody. If your life is in a bad situation that you cannot understand what's going on, watch this channel. This is a warning. This channel is like for you to get help. I'm not gonna do the spiritual workers. I'm not gonna do spiritual work for you, but I can refer you to the top spiritual workers. Your money have to be right, and you gotta have faith. That was a case of spiritual sexually transmitted disease. Meaning, he shouldn't have fucked that girl. He shouldn't have even had sex with her. Let's continue. For the female side, so it's this woman that was married. She had a job. She was working at a goddamn real estate company. She was selling property. She was married, happily married, had kids. Finances was good. Next thing you know, what happened? Her co-workers, this one co-worker was on her top, just talking to her, keeping her company. So next thing you know, what happened? It was arguments. Not arguments, but arguments with her husband come out the blue. Remind you, they was happy as shit. Every time they about to have sex, her period was coming on, or she wasn't in the mood. But she was in the mood when she starting it. But soon her husband's about to start penetrating her, she wasn't even in the mood. Next thing you know, period start coming on. Next thing you know, shit just start falling apart out of nowhere. Next thing you know, her husband filed for a divorce. Remind you, they was happy as hell. Why is her husband filing for a divorce? Next thing you know, they separated. So what started happening? Her co-worker being there emotionally for her, being there for her financially. They start having a good time, and next thing you know, they start having sex. She started to fall in love with this man. She didn't know why she started falling in love with this man. Remind you, her ex-husband, her at the time was about to be her ex-husband. That was her first person that she lost her virginity to. So why she hopping on this man, loving this man, and got strong feelings for this new nigga that she never had with her husband? They were stronger. Her feelings were stronger when she was married. So next thing you know, the nigga start treating her like shit. She tried to run away a few times, got in car accidents, got sick out of nowhere. Doctors didn't even know what the fuck was going on with her. She thought she had chlamydia, and they didn't see chlamydia. She started burning. She didn't know why the fuck she was burning. The doctors didn't even know why the fuck she was burning. Next thing you know, the divorce papers were served to her. She wasn't trying to sign this shit because she was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on with her. So one day, she out with her girlfriends. They taking her out, and this is the daytime. Next thing you know, one of her girlfriends said, yo, let's go to a Botanica. They went to the goddamn Botanica, and what happened? The cards told the truth. She was under some witchcraft love spell that was going on. So no matter whatever she tried to do to get rid of this motherfucker, she couldn't get rid of him. So next thing you know, the lady said, search the house and find some spiritual paraphernalias. She was in the living room, couldn't find shit. The dining room couldn't find shit. The backyard couldn't find shit. The refrigerator couldn't find shit. All over the basement couldn't find shit. So one day, a month later go by, she doing her little garden and shit cause she love flowers. What do she find in the garden? Her underwear, a jar, and it had pictures in there. She ran straight to the Botanica and she said, you was right. Okay, they reversed the shit. The man ran away somehow. He ran away somehow. Met another woman. Next thing you know, what happens? Her ex-husband stopped the divorce and they are back together till this day. Now, this is Melvin Brown and this is the Voodoo Show, but I'm not out yet. But this is a warning of the spiritual world. You have to get to know that person before you drop your boxers down, niggas or fellas or ladies, before you drop your panties down, before you give up the pussy and everything. You gotta get to know this person. You don't know what kind of spiritual shit he into. You don't know what the fuck you might get into. This is Melvin Brown. This is the Voodoo Show, and this is my case of spiritual STDs. Leave a comment, hit the like button, email me, subscribe to the channel. I'm out.